And hello, everybody, and welcome to Part 8 in the PDC Dart Simulator 2020 World Championship Preview video series. In this awesome video, we will be finishing off the round of 32, and we will fill out the bracket for the round of 16. And as before, we will be joined by the amazing co-host Meryl Van Selm.
Hi guys.
So she will be providing us more awesome commentary on this amazing tournament and probably predicting all the matches correctly. Did you miss any in the last one? I don't think you did. I think you had them all right, didn't you?
Yeah, right. The first one, Ryan Joyce. Because
No,
I thought your simulator would be so kind to let him win.
yeah, that doesn't count because you're just.
Ah, okay. No. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Oh well,
there
we
is.
both we both picked jackpot, but that was kind
Oh
of a
yeah,
surprise to
yeah.
see Webster beat him. But a fair play to him. He played a little better, so good for him.
Yeah.
So you were 7 for 8. I was 5 for 8 because I guess I just don't understand how this simulator works. Apparently you do. Anyway, so wow, look at this delicious matchup we get to start out with. Nathan Aspinall against Krzysztof Radimski. Ooh. Now here's two people who came on strong this year. What do you think about
Yes.
these two guys?
Yeah, Nathan Aspinall, of course, won the UK Open, so very dangerous player. And Ratajski, also, yeah, amazing. He has been amazing this year. Yeah,
It was
very good.
amazing last year too. He had to win the last two Pro Tour events of the year just to qualify for the World Championships and get him a tour card. So it's like he earned his way on here, and he is more than proven he belongs.
Yeah.
Aspinall also won here in the U.S. I did not attend, which didn't bother me that much. Maybe next year. Though next year it's in New York, so I probably won't go to that. But Ratowski, Poland clears number one. This to me looks so close. It's like you have
Yeah.
two really good players that are playing some really good darts. Um, I'll let you go first. Who do you like?
I'm going to say Ratajski.
You
I
going
don't know.
Ratajski?
Yeah, Ratajski.
Yeah, I would think Ratajski as well. He's definitely in good form, so we'll go there. Ratajski. Let's take a look. Ratajski! Wow, 15
Yay!
180s. Look at that.
Wow.
15 180s and 31 legs. That is sickeningly good. That's like
Yes.
frightening. That's like I'm gonna go win the world championship good. Now his finishing left something to be desired, only less than 33%. But if he can clean that up, wow, he could go all the way. Now here's my secret to typing Ratajski. Copy, paste. Actually, yeah. Anyway, so that's how I move his name around. Because who the hell wants to type Krzysztof Ratajski?
I don't.
I don't either. That's just unless I'm playing Scrabble, that name could just stay off my screen. All right. Up next we have Mincer Sulovic and Ben Robb. Ben Robb, I'm sure he's happy to be here. Mincer,
Yes.
he's probably was expecting to be here, maybe even more. Well,
Yep.
let's
Yeah,
be
I think.
fair. I mean, Mincer's had not a very good year. He probably won't
Yeah.
make the Premier League unless he has a big showing here at Ali Pally. I wouldn't pick him for the Premier League. He hasn't
No.
really done anything to warrant it.
No. 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 And he doesn't like the Premier League, so
No, that's
he
true
shouldn't
too.
go. No.
No, I don't think he should.
No.
Um, as for this match, I think he's definitely a favorite.
Yep. But don't underestimate Ben Robb.
Are you?
Because the last time I thought Ben Robb wasn't going to win and he won. So yeah, Yeah.
Yes, that's true, but Mincer is, at least on paper, an excellent player.
True.
He just has to continue to play well, so let's see how he does.
Yeah, he should win.
He should, and he did.
Yeah.
Whoa, his score must have been just
Oh wow.
garbage. I mean, he only averaged 90 despite hitting more than half his doubles. Wow, that's really garbage. Well, the scoring was garbage. Then again, he clearly had no resistance from his opponent. His
Yeah.
opponent went 4 for 24 on doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely not the
Ben
highest of
Rope's worst
quality.
match.
Yeah,
Ah well.
it is what it is. So far, all seeds in the round of 16, and
Yep.
well, we have three more unseeded players who could go through. Up next, we have Dave Chisnall against Jeffrey Deswan. Now, this is another case of you got two players who are playing some really good darts at the moment.
Yeah, especially Dave Chisnall. I think his the going away with Target and going to Harrows has done him very well. He
Oh
also told me
yeah,
that. So yeah.
definitely. Yeah, when he changed, it was like a new beginning, and all of a sudden, it's like all the crap he'd been throwing up there the last couple years. It became more what you expect out of a top 10 player, and he should be a top 10 player. He has that kind of talent. He just wasn't showing it for a while, but now he is.
True. I hope we'll get to see him in the Premier League, but yeah, that's
It's hard to
depends on how
say.
far he gets in the World Championship.
Yeah, I think he can play his way into the Premier
Yeah.
League. Of course, it depends on what others do.
Uh,
Of course, we had Michael Smith losing his first match in this. If that was to happen in real life, that of course would put a serious damper on his chances. He has not had a good year. Of course, we just discussed
yeah.
Mincer's not had a good year. Of course, Van Barneveld is completely out of the equation. So
Ian White.
there's going to be potentially a couple of slots open. There's only maybe 5 or 6, which is just like, okay, yeah, they're in for sure, even if they lose just right away. I mean, MVG, Cross, Price, Wright, Gurney, Gary if he wants it.
Yeah,
I think
agree
those
with that. Yeah,
I think those 6 are in
yeah,
for sure. But there's going to be at least 2 or 3 slots available, so Chizzy could play his way in.
yeah.
Uh,
Wait, maybe.
yeah, Ian White, he could play his way in with a big showing. I mean, he always struggles on stage, so who knows? But it's his opportunity. Um, James Wade could certainly play his way back in. He hasn't had the greatest of years, but he's always a threat. So there's, Aspinall certainly could as well. So lot of opportunities. I think there's going to be some Premier League up for grabs. I think this match could determine a
Yep.
lot of that. Now, you're of course from the Netherlands. You probably know a lot about Jeffrey Deswan. You've probably met Jeffrey Deswan. So,
To be honest, I haven't.
well,
Yep. I have met Jermaine Watimena, sorry, Danny Noppert, but a lot of guys I haven't met
no, that's all
actually.
right. So,
Uh,
in my opinion, Jeffrey Deswan is the second best player in the Netherlands, and he could someday be, I don't want to say in contention for the best because that guy up there at number one's pretty damn good. But I would think that if you didn't have that guy, I think he would, within a couple of years, be clearly the best player in the Netherlands. Do you think he has
yeah.
that kind of talent?
Well, I think there are a couple of guys in the Netherlands who are very good, but not as good as Michael van Gerwen. I also think that Michael van Gerwen will quit a lot earlier than Remo van Barneveld because you don't want to end up like that. Um, so I definitely think there will be a possibility for other Dutch guys to rise to the top, but
Yeah,
not.
I mean, MVG, I think he's going to be playing at an elite level, and by elite, I
Yeah.
mean like a guy you expect to be winning or in contention every tournament for at least the next 10 to 15 years. The only person who can stop him is himself, let's just face it. Um, but yeah, Deswan's got the talent to challenge him. I think someday he may challenge him, but as for today, do you like Chizzy or do you like
Yeah.
Deswan? Do you like Chizzy?
Chissy, Chissy.
I like Deswan. I just think Deswan is such a big game player, though. I mean, look what he does on the stage. It's like the match play we made the semifinals or the quarterfinals, just beating all these good players. So, all right, we'll see. That's weird. I'm picking the Dutchy and you're picking the Brit.
Yeah.
I kind of got that backwards there, but we'll see. Ah, Deswan.
Ooh.
Very close
Close.
game too. Yeah, Chizzy. See, there's another example. Davey required 20, and it went. He split it twice, and then he just threw it at the 9 to. Because that's how I have them programmed. If they do something stupid like that, throw it at the 9. Because if they miss the 9, they'll bust it one way or another. But yeah, that's why he threw it the 9 to go
Yeah.
back to 20.
Yep.
So if that result was true, do you think that takes Chizzy out of Premier League contention?
Well, it kind of depends on what the rest does.
Also true.
But if White and um Smith and Wade, if they also all get out during the first round, and Aspinall, or the first round, the second round, because they've all survived the first round, obviously.
Of course.
If they all get out during the second round of the championship, yeah, it's kind of like
Hmm.
who to pick.
Yeah, you have a good point there. We don't really have 10 standout players this year. Last
Yeah.
year I think we did, but for some reason they decided that Van Barneveld needed to be there instead of Whitlock. But, you know, what,
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't get, yeah,
Well,
that's
I get it, but
their decision. It's not mine.
yes, of course. All right, up next we have Diamond Ian White against Gabriel Clemens. Now, this is an interesting matchup because Ian White, we all know, is terrible on television. Gabriel Clemens, do you say is Germany's number one?
Yeah, definitely.
You would take him ahead of Max Hopp.
Yeah, definitely. He will be at someday. I hope this next year. Yeah,
Wow,
definitely.
you think pretty highly of him.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you think he can win this
Great
one?
player.
Well, I
Yeah.
agree, he's a very good player. Didn't he made the finals of a TV event this year, a World Series? So that's a pretty good accomplishment. So you think he wins this, or do you think maybe Ian White?
Yeah. Yeah, Ian White's not a good TV player, and Clemens is, so
That's true.
definitely a great chance for Clemens
All
here.
right. Well, let's see what happens. Wow.
Wow.
Well, Mr. White, thank you for proving us right when we said you don't play well on TV, because that was pathetic.
Mhm.
Okay, well, guess Gabrielle Clemens is going right here. We have our first German into the round of 16.
Yes. And the only one.
Yes, he will also be the only one. So far
Mm.
we've got Scotland, we've got Netherlands, England, we've got Austria, Wales, Northern Ireland, Poland, Germany. They're all over the place. We could also add Belgium or Singapore to the list. I guess we will add one of the two, and that will be all our representatives. So up next we have the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson against Ryan. I thought I hit double 10, even though I didn't.
Mm.
Searle. Boy, this is a wild card game because you certainly it's hard to bet against Gary Anderson because
Yeah.
I mean the guy's a two-time world champion, four-time finalist. He won multiple TV events last year. Obviously, not a lot's gone right this year. Do you think he's got what in him to make a deep run this year?
Well, it's hard because Ryan Searle isn't also hasn't had the best year. So Gary doesn't have the hardest draw. Looking at this bracket,
That's
so he
true.
could go a little further, I'd say.
So you're going Gary.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's take a look.
Don't lose, Gary. Don't lose. Please don't.
He most certainly did not lose. He did not even lose a set. All right, so that was a beatdown. Well, I mean, on paper it should be. I mean, Gary certainly should be able to outclass Ryan Searle, but like you said, it's not a guarantee.
Mhm.
All right, up next we have everyone's favorite Paul Lim against Dimitri Vandenberg. Paul Lim brought our biggest upset of round one when he took out Michael Smith. Now, it's going to look really stupid on me when Michael Smith wins the world championship, but you know what? That's okay. We're just going to hope he doesn't. Otherwise, I really look stupid. Um, so Paul Lim, well, what the hell can I say about Paul Lim that hasn't already been said? The man is a legend. We all know that.
Yeah.
And of course, Dimitri Vandenberg. Well, he could be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I was just going to say that he's a great dancer.
He is a great dancer. I would not want to do that, but whatever.
Yeah. Do you
So,
think he's going to win this?
I think he will. I think Paul
Yeah.
Lim. I mean, I love the guy. I love watching him play. He's absolutely wonderful for the sport. But how many upsets can the guy pull? At some point, someone's going to play well against him, and I think
Yeah.
Dimitri Vandenberg is going to be the guy to do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also think this is the end for Paul Lim.
You think it's the
Sad.
end? All right.
But
So,
but I think he's going to come back next year.
well, of course he will. He never goes away. No, he's actually going to keep playing.
What? Okay.
Good for him. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that, but hey,
Yeah,
to me,
same here.
wow. Wonder if he's actually going to go all the way. All right, so let's see. This is four. So, well, it's kind of interesting because that corner of the bracket is now blown to pieces because Adrian Lewis is lost, Michael Smith is lost. Let's see. It would be 4, 13. Yeah, 29 and yes. So that corner of the bracket has now been well. If Gary
Mm.
loses, it really gets blown to shreds. So yeah, one of these four here will be in the semifinals. Now, I think we know which one. I think we can agree
Yeah, probably
the
Gary.
winner of the top match is certainly a favorite. But boy, that's going to be interesting. All right, up next we have James Wade against Steve Beaton.
Yep.
These are two
Steve
guys.
Beaton, of course, a classic player, but
Yep.
yeah.
Well, James Wade's certainly been around the block a few times too.
Uh, yep.
It's kind of interesting because James Wade, I don't think anybody would disagree that he's one of the better players to ever play, but he's never really been great at alley pally. It seems like he's much better at like the match play and tournaments like
Yeah.
that.
Yes, I agree with that. Some people say that he's like one of the best players to have never won a world championship.
Yeah, not only has he not won one, I don't even think he's been close.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made like
Yeah.
maybe like one semifinal. I'd have to look it up, but he's been consistently underperforming. I mean, relative to his level. I mean, his level is you're supposed to be winning title after title. He's a great player. He's just never had it in this particular tournament. He just has it everywhere else. But, it is what it is. Do you think he can beat Steve Beaton, though, today?
Yeah, yes, I think he can.
Yes, I also agree that that will probably happen, so we'll see. And here we go. And we would be correct. Look at that, 101 average.
Ooh, that's great.
That is
Yes.
great. Steve, you played pretty well with a 95, but it just was not good enough. So that'll set him up a date with Gabrielle Clemens. And finally, we have your countryman, Michael Van Gerwen, against Ricky Evans. Now, I do know, if nothing else, this is going to be the fastest match in history. I mean, how can it not be? I mean, can you think of
Yeah.
any... Wait, Ricky goes without saying. He's definitely the fastest player. But wouldn't you say MVG is right there with him?
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
Jelle Klaas is also a fast
or I
player.
mean, Gary is super
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
I
There are a
can't...
couple of players who are pretty fast, but yeah, those two are.
Jeffrey Deswan,
Yeah,
he's pretty fast. Watamina
yeah.
is very fast. Is this a
Oh
Dutch
yeah,
thing,
but
or
yeah,
I mean, is this just a Dutch
Humphries
thing?
was also kind
Yes,
of.
they were both
Yeah,
fast, of course.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think this will be the fastest match. I mean, my simulator might actually simulate the speed of the match correctly. All right, so I'll just shoot it to you point blank. Does Ricky Evans have a chance?
No.
No, no chance.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
I
No.
mean,
Yeah.
he's a nice player, but can he take 4 sets out of 7 against the world number
No.
one? No,
Well,
I don't.
everyone has a chance.
That's
But
true. I mean, MVG has to
yeah,
put 12
no.
darts in the double just like everybody else, but yeah, I agree. It's not going to happen. Yep. It was
Wow.
it was a smashing, but we kind of
Yeah.
expected that. All right. So that's 4-0. 89-90 for Ricky, and we will move the world number one right down there. All right. Then there we have it. The round of 16 is complete. Looks like we're going to have some pretty good matchups. Which matchup are you looking the most forward to in that collection?
Ooh, probably Goran Price versus Mervyn King. This could be a nice one on stage. And Gary Anderson versus Christoph Ratajski.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I also like Peter Wright, Jeffrey Deswan. I think that's going to be a very high quality.
Yeah.
I think the Noppert Cullen match. I think that's one could get overlooked, but I think that one can be quite good as well. I think those are two very good players, very evenly matched. I don't think they're going to fail to disappoint. So
Yeah.
we will see how they go in the next time. So again, thanks very much to everybody who tuned in to watch. I had a wonderful time doing this, especially with my amazing co-host Meryl.
Thank
Be,
you.
yes, be sure to check her out on Twitter at Meryl180. You can follow her for all sorts of awesome darts content, commentary, and, well, anything else that you might find exciting about the game of darts. So tune in for the next part. We will simulate the round of 16 and find out who our quarter finalists are. So until next time, everyone, have a great day, and we will see you all next time.